You know how it goes. You scroll through Twitter, you see a flashy trailer, a spaceship, a fantasy hero with glowing weapons, a promise, earn real money while you play. But the real question is, which of these games are actually worth your time and your money? Welcome to Crypto Gaming Daily, where we dig deep, cut through the hype, and show you what could pay. Today, we break down new Web3 titles launched just this week, live gameplay preview, NFT drops, tokenomics, and answer the classic question, can you really make money playing these games? New Web3 games launching this week. This week's Spotlight games. RavenQuest, an open-world MMORPG launching globally in early 2025. It boasts 8 playable classes, warrior, wizard, archer, etc., each with multiple specialization paths. Early teasers show large PvE zones, guild-based land ownership, and crafting plus trading. A full Web3 economy baked in. Star Atlas, still in early adoption but recently releasing major updates. A massive space-metaverse MMO, built on Solana, with NFT-based ships, planets, and in-game resources. Ships, gear, mining claims, all tied to blockchain ownership, meaning you can buy, trade, or sell for real crypto value. So if you're hunting for games that just went live or are gaining traction, these are among the top picks this week. Live gameplay review. RavenQuest, early access impressions. Imagine loading into a lush forest with your chosen class, say ranger or mage, a starter NFT sword glove equipped. You roam, fight monsters, collect loot, maybe skins, maybe rare drops. The interface feels smooth, quests are interactive, crafting menus are laid out cleanly. Social hubs, chat, guild invites. It feels genuinely like an MMORPG, not just a token farm simulator. Reports from early access players highlight balanced combat, not pay to win by default. Crafting plus land ownership, giving long-term value to time spent. And a marketplace where loot and NFTs can be traded or sold. That's huge, because too many Web3 games skip gameplay and focus only on earnings. RavenQuest looks promising as a game first, earnings potential second. But there's a caveat. Early NFT prices for rare gear are already high, and some of the premium loot boxes have gacha-style mechanics. That means there's a risk of paying upfront and not getting value. Is it legit or a scam? The real risks. Look, I'm not shilling the hype, I'm analyzing it. Here's what to watch. Positive signals, public dev team, or at least a visible white paper plus roadmap. RavenQuest's developers have published their class systems, tokenomics plans, and a timeline for future updates. Real gameplay accessible now, not a coming soon trailer. Players already exploring, looting, selling, real-time economy in motion. Marketplace plus NFT ownership, meaning what you buy, use in the game is yours, not some server-locked item. Warning signs. Large share of token and NFT supply, often reserved for early investors or developers. This means a few wallets hold power to influence market heavily. Gacha-style loot boxes or pay-to-win incentives are creeping back in some games under the guise of rare NFT drops. Early buyers get most benefit, later entrants often lose. Heavy marketing focus on earnings potential rather than gameplay depth. That's often a red flag for short-lived hype cycles. So is it a scam? Not necessarily, but treat it as what it often is. High-risk speculation, not a guaranteed salary. Best NFT gaming drops, and what to watch this week. Right now, 2 types of drops are catching eyes. RavenQuest's founders and early access loot boxes, weapons, land parcels, cosmetic skins. Rare items are starting to circulate in user marketplaces, some with real resale value. Star Atlas ship, planet, NFTs, and mining claim assets, which are tradable and offer real utility. Mining resources, crafting, trading, or selling on secondary markets. If you consider buying, here's the smart approach. Treat each buy as speculative, but pick assets with utility. Craft resources, land, mining claims, in-game usable gear, rather than purely cosmetic NFTs. That gives you a better shot at recovery if the hype dies down. Token price. Impact from game releases and updates. Whenever a game like RavenQuest or Star Atlas announces a major update, new land sale, loot box drop, token listing, token prices, and NFT values tend to spike. That's standard. But there's a pattern in Web3 games. 1. Hype builds, price pumps. 2. Early adopters dump, price corrects. 3. Casual or late buyers get stuck holding inflated assets. 2025 data shows GameFi tokens across many platforms saw high volatility. Some tripled in value during hype, then lost 40-60% after initial investor cashouts. That's why if you chase these swings, you're effectively trading, not gaming. It's only smart if you treat your outlay as speculation capital, not living cost funds. Long-term price and stability come from things like how many people actually play every day, how many tokens are being earned and burned, and whether the in-game economy offers real reasons to hold and use those tokens. Which games actually pay real money right now? So, with all this noise, who wins? Which games look like they could actually pay in 2025? Titles like RavenQuest and Star Atlas, games that combine good gameplay, real asset value, NFTs plus tokenomics, and sticky communities look like the most credible bets. But pay to earn is rarely consistent. Even successful Web3 games treat earnings as bonus income for top players, early adopters, or people willing to invest time plus smart risk. For most players, Web3 gaming should be viewed as a side income or digital hobby with upside, not a replacement for a steady job. If you're smart, diversify. Don't put all your crypto, chop josh, times, or expectation into one game's hype. Use games you enjoy. Only spend what you can afford to lose, and treat any earnings as a potential bonus, not guaranteed pay. Crypto Gaming Daily isn't about pumping hype, it's about breaking it down. This week, we've spotlighted new Web3 entries like RavenQuest and Star Atlas, then a live-style gameplay breakdown, gauged NFT value, tracked token price moves, and asked the hard question, is this really paying, or just another marketing stunt? If you like this kind of honest coverage, subscribe, stay tuned, because in Web3 gaming, hype is loud, but only a few projects survive. Make smart choices. Game hard. But don't gamble bigger than you're ready for.